Yo, yo, yo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bulletproof Mindset, episode 11. And this week, short, simple, I want to talk about building courage. Building courage. Let me know where you're jumping in from. Let me know if you're watching on replay. And yeah, man. Let's get it then. So I heard today that courage is a multitude of memories of us actually winning. Courage is another word for confidence, basically. It's another word for confidence because, you know, if you've got courage, you know, you're pretty confident, right? And that's built by every single day focusing on actually building courage. You know, I put a post on a couple of weeks back about stop trying to eliminate, if you're taking notes, you want to write this down, stop trying to eliminate fear and focusing on, you know, the BS inside you, the belief system inside you. Stop trying to focus on that and trying to, you hear people say, I'm finding myself, I'm working on myself. Forget working on yourself. You need to start working on your goals. You need to start working on your goals. Forget working on yourself. Forget working on your paradigm. Forget working on the BS. Work on your goals. So stop trying to eliminate fear and start trying to build your courage. How do you build your courage? It's going to sound pretty simple. I remember when we went to Frankfurt to see Mr. Bob Proctor, and someone asked him, Bob, how do you get good at, you know, public speaking, man? How do you get so good? And he said, speak in public. He said, speak in public. It's so simple that most people overlook it. They get in their own way because of intelligence. So stop trying to eliminate fear and start trying to build your courage. You know, it's something because, I mean, for me, you know, again, it's another personal one for me. I mean, I remember when I, you know, first started on this journey towards, you know, what's going on, Charlie? You good? You know, towards what I wanted in life. And it's scary, man. It's scary. It takes courage to be your true self. It takes courage to let the world know that, you know, you're not happy with, you're happy with what you got, but you want more. You know, it takes courage to say that. It takes courage to, you know, to tell people the truth right now. It takes courage to share your story with the world, especially if you've got some demons that, you know, that you're scared to admit and forgive. It takes courage to be that person. It takes courage to follow through with what you said. You know, it takes courage to leave current people that are maybe not in line with where you want to go. It takes courage. It takes courage to sit down with your family and tell them that, you know, you're looking at, you know, you want to better yourself and these are the reasons why. It takes courage. You know, it takes courage to stand up and share your story. So I fully understand that, and that's why I'm doing these videos, because I want you to know that there's someone out there who's, first of all, got your back. Second, been through it. And third, I want to give some hints and tips on how I've personally done it, and how this is not my information. It's the information. You know, it's the truth. It's the truth. You know, I've got this here. Speak the truth, even if your voice trembles. Doing a Facebook Live. Yes, KB getting his cardio in. It takes courage to go to the gym at this time of night. It takes courage. It does. It does. It takes courage, bro. Keep going. Accountability. So what I'm trying to say is, you need to step out of your comfort zone, man. Do something scary. Maybe do a Facebook Live. Maybe say, do you know what, tomorrow, because that's the next thing. I want, you know, a bit of homework for anyone watching him right now and wants to actually improve their life and implement the information rather than just learning. You want to act, you know, go to the second stage, activity knowledge. Write down 10 things that you want to do either tomorrow, this week, this month, this year, that scare you. Either ones that are going to be just because something you always wanted to do, or others which you know that if you did that, you might be a little bit close to your goal. If I did that, I might be exposed to more people, meaning I get more attention. Because success goes where attention flows. Good and bad. Good and bad. So set those 10 things. You know, someone said maybe do 10 things every single day. You know, 10 things every single day that you want to achieve, and just tick it off. Do you know? Because let's go back to what I said at the very start. Courage is, and confidence is basically a memory of winning. Our mind doesn't know the difference between big win or small win. So it could be, I want to go to the gym today. Boom, that's a win, because what you've done is you've committed. You want to write this down as well. Being committed does not require feelings. Being committed does not require feelings. What do I mean by that? If you said, I'm going to do this, and then on, like, let's say for instance, tomorrow, yeah, I've just done my task for tomorrow, but I'm feeling great. Tomorrow morning I wake up, I'm not feeling too good, but I look at my to-do list and it's saying I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to do this, but I don't feel like doing it. Do you know, if I was to not do it, then my courage, my confidence, my commitment levels, my opinion on myself goes down just a little bit, because I'm lying to myself. And if you can lie to yourself, don't be pissed off if someone else lies to you. Don't be annoyed when people lie to you, because you're lying to you, and you attract who you are, not what you want. So you stop lying to yourself. Like, don't just agree. Don't just agree to things. When you get this information, you'll agree like less. You'll think about it. You know what? Like, am I going to actually go for this goal? Am I going to really go for this goal? Or am I going to just call it out because my mentor wants to hear it, my personal trainer wants to hear it, it'll make my mum and dad proud, it'll make my spouse proud, it'll make everyone, it'll make me look like a hero now. Am I going to just say it and then just not follow through with it? Because that gets worse. You get worse then. Okay, but that's not failure. That's not failure. I said this. Failure is not missing a goal. As long as you're doing all you can do, and you can be honest with yourself, that's success. Because success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal. Failure is not setting a goal. And I'm going to go on to the next one as well. You want to write this down. You do not need courage. A lot of people might jump off right now. Ready for this? You do not need courage if you haven't set a goal. Why would you need courage if you haven't set a goal? So today, if you've gone through today with no goal, you don't need courage. You don't need confidence. If this week you're not working towards a goal, you don't need courage. You don't need courage, because drifting doesn't take courage. Anyone can do that. Anyone can drift through life like a dead fish, going with the flow. Going with the flow like a dead fish. Anyone can do that. Anybody. It doesn't take courage to be average. It does not take courage to be mediocre. It takes courage to step out and do something different, and fight for your family's freedom, and fight for what you want in life. That takes courage. So then you'll need courage then. So you may want to listen if that's you. If you haven't got a goal, you might as well jump off now, because this life doesn't apply to you. This is for people who are actually moving towards something which they want to achieve, either for themselves, for their family, for their team, whoever it is, to set an example. So building courage is for people that have got goals. Another thing you need to realize as you're going towards your goals is you're always gonna come across problems. You're always gonna come across problems. It's not, oh look, you know, I watched Jake last night. He said be courageous, and now look what's happening, man. Look, you're always gonna have problems, but you need to look at which problems do I want. Do I want the stress that's going to come with me moving towards my goals, the uncomfort, you know, the heartache, the people not being there supporting you, etc., 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 the long list, yeah? Or do you want the problem of regret? Or do you want the problem of not being able to afford that? Do you want the problem of, you know, you seen someone else who's no better looking, no more smarter, living the life you turned down because of a lack of courage? So I need you to know you're always going to have problems. The wind blows on us all. Life happens, but it's all about perception. It's all about your perception. Like someone talked about, someone around me earlier said, we were talking about depression and stuff like that. It's a perception problem. That's what, it's not a depression problem. It's a perception problem. Change your perception on things. It's all it is. It's a perception. Oh, the gratitude thing don't work. Try it for 30 days. You can't tell me you don't like chocolate if you haven't tried chocolate. You've got to try this information before you ever judge it. Negative is just absent of something, absent of awareness, absent of knowledge. So it's just, if you've got a negative opinion of it, it's just, you're just lacking some knowledge. That's all it is. So the one thing I asked my business partner mentor last night was, you know, when you're not feeling too good, maybe you got to do a call and you don't want to do it. Maybe, you know, like I said, there's been some weeks where I don't really fancy doing a Facebook Live, you know what I mean? But it's just, what have you got to do? Motion creates emotion. Like, do the thing. Yeah, I wrote something down today. Where is it? Here we go. It's only when we actually begin. Yeah, this is Earl Nightingale. This is the guy who actually invented personal development. Earl Nightingale, mentored by Napoleon Hill. Do research. Ready for this? It is only when we actually begin that we find we have the power and the talent to carry it off. As long as we sit and think about it, wish for it, and stay where we are, nothing happens. Nothing happens. You know. So let's hopefully off this call let's step out of comfort zones. Let's step out of comfort zones. We've got questions. What else could we do that's out of our comfort zone? Do some I mean, I got 2 cats. My family like cats. You know, I sold my telly. That's courageous. I sold my telly, got rid of it. Boom, big distraction. Do some like start a new business. You know, go to the gym, switch gyms, drive a different way to work. There's so many ways of doing it. What if you're... Great question, Amy. So that's a good question. The gratitude, if you do this information every single day and you paint the vision and you write out what you're grateful for, this will work. It's not about, it's not, we're all equal. We're all the same. We're all the same. We're all different, but we're all the same. We're human beings. So this information it's just the truth. It's not my information. This is the truth. This is the truth. So it's nothing to do with, but I'm this, I've been through this, I'm not that sort of person. What you're speaking is actually becoming. I can't do this. It's I've been watching the video every single day. Will Smith says, he who says he can't and he who says he can are both usually correct. So if you're saying to yourself, I can't do this, your wish is your command. Why would you want to order that on the menu? Don't believe me. Try it for 90 days. Try it for 90 days. I can, I am. Remember, if right now, whatever's gone in your life, yeah, that's your fault. That's your fault, right? You can change it. You can change it. You can change your perception of it in this moment right now. Like, you don't want to blame anything else for where you're at. You don't want to blame anything else or anyone else or any situation, because what you're doing is you're giving your power completely to something else. You're giving your power to, let's say when someone cuts you up and you get annoyed at that, you're giving your power to that situation. You've lost your power in that moment. So what you need to realize is that this information, yeah, works for anybody. How do you spell can't? Try. Even that's wrong, Amy. Like we that's my sister, you know, mad. We were programmed wrong. It's not try. How do you spell can't? It's can. It's C-A-N. It's do. It's do. That's what I'm saying, man. It can be done. Do if you put your mind to it. That's it. You can do it. You can do it. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it. If you can hold it in your if you can hold it in your hand, in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. So yeah, man. Like I said, if you don't believe me, try this information. You can't just leave it tried. Kick it around. And if you think you've lost, you've lost. If you think you've lost, you've lost. If you think you're down and out, you're down and out, man. You're down and out. But why would you want to live that way? Let's have a fighting spirit, man. Winners win. and losers lose. So it's stop feeling sorry for yourself and make the decision. Because, and the reason why I'm so passionate about it, and the reason why I can say it, and I've got the right to say it, because I've been in them situations. I've been in those situations when I've been down and out, like backed into a corner, not thinking not thinking I can do anything, and then changing my mindset. But it takes work. But most people just want to talk about, oh, I want the easy way out. They want the microwave happiness, and then ping, they're going to be happy. No, it doesn't work like that. It's like going to the gym. You've got to work. You've got to work on your happiness by just choosing to be happy. That's it. I'm now grateful. I'm going to start being grateful for every little thing. Every little thing. This is deep. Ready for this? If there's any situation, there has to be a good and a bad to it. Any situation, anything in life, there's a good and a bad to it. It's just most people just focus on the bad, or they'll set a goal and focus only on how I can't do that. Look, there's a front and a back to the book. There's an up and a down. There's an on and an off. There's always a negative and a positive. No matter what situation you throw at them, that you give me, I will find a positive for it. It's maybe it spurred someone, and maybe it inspired people to make a change. Like Kobe Bryant passing away, massive negative, but also a massive positive as well. Do you know what? Because it's made people think, do you know what? Life's short, man. Kobe Bryant was a beast. He was an absolute legend, Mamba mentality, but he's inspired so many people to actually get up and do something with their life. He took no excuses. He wasn't blaming anyone else. He wasn't saying it's something wrong with his personality. He wasn't saying nothing with that, because that's a loser mentality. And if you want to switch, your life, you got to become a winner. So there's always a positive to things, man. So it's just our job to point it out and look for it. Because when we look at someone that, let's say for instance, if I was to meet you and I'm finding the negatives, what I'm doing is I'm actually in a negative vibration myself, and I'm going to be attracting, because we attract who we are. So and we look for what we want. We look for what we give our mind a postcode, a goal. Like I said, if you ain't got a goal, you must jump off. You give your postcode, give your mind a postcode, and then your mind will, and your eyes and your perception, you'll find everything you need to find for that goal. But most people are just drifting through life, so that they don't even know what they're looking for. That's why people get lost in the scroll hole. That's why people they watch the news and everything. Don't go outside, don't go to that country, don't go to that, don't speak to that person. Those things don't work. Money doesn't grow on trees. Blah blah. We're just drifting. We're just drifting because we're letting the whole system fill our mind, because we've got nothing to focus on, because we ain't got a goal, and we become what we think about. So if you think about nothing, you're going to become nothing. Okay, this is the real deal. The real deal. So that's it. I've babbled off a little bit. But next week, episode 12. Reach out to me. Any questions? Reach out to me. Any subjects? And let's do it. Let's get to work. Let's build that courage. Let's build that courage and stop trying to eliminate fear. All right. Love you all. Peace.